Hello, viewers. Welcome to another round of, an insight which I present to you all the time by God's infinite mercies. This day, the churches have been opened with social distancing conditions, which we must meet according to the government's specification. In everything, we give God all the glory. Meanwhile, people are preparing, to go back to the altar. Those who have planned initially to come to the altar to say, Yes, I do. And many other people who have been planning, postponing their actions, now is an opportunity for them to come to say, in holy matrimony, and say, Yes, I do. So today I'm going to share a topic which I call Before You Say I Do. Quickly, in the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18, God said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Now, in the book of Proverbs 18:22, he said, Ye that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and receive favor from God. That's New International Version. But the New Living Translation says, Ye that findeth a wife finds a treasure and receive favor from the wife, from the Lord. So a wife is a treasure. A wife is a good thing if you find it. So God understands that it is not good. It is actually bad that man should be single and man should be lonely. Therefore, he will make him a helper that is fit. So whoever, after God have decreed that it is not good that man should be alone, whoever that is insinuating or trying to encourage to say, if you can be single like me, you be like me. If you cannot, you can find a wife. You are being blasphemous. It's rebellious against God's word. I don't care who you are, whether it's scriptural or what. So long as God have decreed, no one can annul God's decree. So it is not good that man should be alone. God will always make him a helper fit for him. So it's blasphemous and out of order to say man can be alone or man can be single. So when God made the couple, he made a man and a woman. He did not make man a man, he did not make woman a woman, rather, he made man and woman. So many times we walk and march towards the church altar to declare, Yes, I do, when actually we do not know what we do or we do not understand what we have done. It's easy to come and say, Yes, I do, but when you don't understand what you have actually done. So sometimes it takes months, and sometimes it could even take a year for you to come back, come to your senses and ask yourself, what exactly did I do? You have said, Yes, I do. But now you ask yourself, what exactly did I do? Because you never understood it. So, in this wilderness called love, we sometimes think it is only love that can bring people into marriage. And some other times we take lust to mean to be love. I have seen couples that have fell in love and marched to the church altar and celebrated the most fascinating and expensive weddings of the time. But 6 months down the line, they are headed to the court for divorce. At other times, we become too religious, too dogmatic, and too liturgical about all these things that we make serious blunder. But we cannot come back to the public to say we made mistake and now you are in a fix. Now the public eyes will be on you. They don't understand what you are going through, but you can't open up to say, This is what I am going through, because you are now in a fix. Marriage as a sacred institution between man and woman is a mystery, and I call it a school of continuous studies. You cannot stop learning until you learn what you have never learned. There is no perfect procedure in a marriage or enduring a marriage. No perfect procedure. Every married man and every married woman must know that it takes patience, perseverance, and understanding to stay in a marriage. No matter how wonderful a couple might look, there can never be a perfect marriage. No perfect wife, no perfect husband. Anyone who is looking for a perfect Mr. and perfect Mrs. does not belong to this planet. You have to go to the next planet where you can find them, but not on this planet because there's no perfect Mr. and Mrs. On the other hand, God Himself, in His infinite wisdom, chose His own ways, helper, and fit. In quote, these days people get involved with the emotion of love, lust, beauty, wealth, position, and connection to ascertain whom they will marry. The word helper denotes to give assistance, to remedy a situation, and to be supportive. The word fit denotes of suitable quality, standard, in good health, in good shape, right size, acceptable. In other words, it has to be compatible and be in harmony. Only those who fit in are needed in a marriage. You don't pick a woman because she has long legs, long nose, long hair, blue eyes, a right shape, what you would think. You don't pick a woman like that. Neither can you pick a man because he is tall, handsome, muscular, has macho body, handsome face. Come on, you will be making a blunder of your life. Listen, you are attracted to this person because of his or her physicality with long legs and long nose and blue eyes and long hair and macho body with a lot of enhancement of beauty. Now, but do you have the heart for the rest of the story which you don't see when you get into the house? It has to be another thing because all that you saw on the outside were initially a repackaging, a packaging on the outside. So when you get to the inside, will you be able to have the heart, the courage in order to withstand the rest of the story? So when Jesus took his disciples to cross over to the other side in the book of Mark, chapter 4, verse 35 to 40, he left a multitude behind him who were with him. Now, this multitude they were with him. He crossed over to the next place. He did not carry everyone because he realized that not everyone can fit into a vision. And you can't carry everyone when you are crossing over because crossing over is a new dimension of life. When you are marrying, you are entering into a new dimension of life. So you can't carry everyone over to the other part, the other side of the life. Now, as there are many soldiers operating in the air, like you can see the Air Force in the air, the Navy in the sea, and the infantry brigades on the land fighting, so we have many brands of women and many brands of men in different species operating in different atmospheres. But it is not everyone, no matter the species, it is not everyone that can fit into every situation. So Jesus knew that there was going to be a storm when he was crossing over. So he chose people that can withstand and people that can overcome the storm. The same way that when you are getting a spouse, you have to choose someone that can withstand the storm because storm is a natural part of life. Every marriage has a storm. So when you are picking your spouse and you don't consider the storm in the front, come on, you are going to run into, your boat is going to sink. So you need to pick a spouse that can weather and withstand the storm. In marriage, you need someone that will complete you, not someone that can compete with you. The worst thing that can happen to a couple is when they begin to compete with one another. No one competes. Rather, you complete one another. Hello? Now, listen. Any spouse that does not believe in your vision and in your mission, you are done for. So, from the onset, you need to understand if this spouse believes in your vision. Both the man and both the woman, both of you need to believe in one another's vision and mission. So the worst thing that can happen is if you don't believe in each other. Now, in the book of Genesis 1:24 to 25, and God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing and beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good, because they all came after their own kind. So it means wherever something comes from, it will have the same material as its source. Now, many times, marriage determines how far you go in life, the distance you go in life. The person you marry, both man and woman, determines how far you go in life. So, those of you who are lusting or who are looking at the long legs and looking at the long hair and the long nose and the blue eyes and the enhanced eyelashes, and those of you who are looking at the macho man, muscular, handsome face and the beautiful and the everything well packaged on the outside, but the inside is what you don't know. Have you considered whether this person you are looking at, whether he or she is a helper and fit? God bless you. God bless you.